What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today I'm very excited to bring you guys some more Black Ops 3 multiplayer information. So, David Vonderhaar just posted on the official PlayStation blog detailing some of the changes they've made to the game based off our feedback and the data they collected from the beta. So, this is pretty exciting. They're, buffing things, nerfing things, changing things based off of what we felt and what we saw, which is pretty cool. So, I wanted to go through and let you guys know what they're doing. So, first up, a very, very big one, the Black Hat. So he says, some players were dissatisfied that the Black Hat equipment was too powerful. We agree. Our new hacking mechanic scales the hacking speed based on how close you are to the target and will require precise aim to hack score streaks in a reasonable time. Time to hack has been adjusted upwards across the board to make it more challenging to hack, especially at the higher end of rewards. Hackers now also appear as a red dot on the minimap for the duration of the hack, which, along with VO notifications that a score streak is being hacked, provides players the ability to counter it by hunting down the attackers. So this is definitely something that needed to be done. My only concern is it might not be enough. So basically what they've done now is it takes longer to hack. You have to be more precise to hack. And while you're hacking, you're going to be showing up on the enemy team's, kind of like HUD, just kind of like they have a constant UAV on you or something like that. So, although that's pretty good, that's definitely a nerf, I still feel like it might not be enough. Like, I really personally disagree with the ability of you to take somebody else's score streak and use it as your own. If it worked like the Black Hat back in Black Ops 2, that's fine. Destroying score streaks, that's perfect. You earned it, whatever. But taking other people's score streaks is just crazy to me. If I go on a 15 score streak, or a 15 kill streak, and I earn myself a mothership, and then somebody else who's 1 in 16 on the other team sitting in the spawn can take my mothership from me because they have a couple of pieces of equipment, I think that's insanely infuriating. I think it defeats the, kind of like reward process of earning a big score streak like that, and it just like, I think it totally kills the flow of multiplayer. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully this is enough to deter people from using it too much, because at some point in the beta, it was like everybody was running Black Hat. So it's just, I don't know. I don't really like it, but that's my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Now, next up, we have another doozy, another very, very controversial topic, Rejack. So he says, Rejack sparked its fair share of controversy during the beta for a number of reasons, most of which were valid. Included in that list, putting players into Rejack did not count as a kill, and players were using Rejack to stack score streaks. Now, putting a player into Rejack counts as a kill. Players receive kill credit immediately in-game, on the scoreboard and leaderboard, and in persistent stats. Rejack now also resets all score streak progress so that it cannot be used continuously throughout a match to pad progress towards high-level streaks. So basically what it is now is when you put somebody down into Rejack, that counts the kill. Let's say they come back, you kill them again. Technically, you just killed them twice. So that's going to be 2 kills on your scoreboard, on your leaderboard, and in your KD ratio. It's all going to count there. And on top of that, now people that use Rejack are not going to be able to stay on their score streak. It's going to be reset upon coming back. So, I don't know. It depends. Some people feel really strongly one way. Other people feel really strongly the other way. I think Rejack was really cheesy. I think it ruined the flow of the game, and I think it was a stupid thing. I still wish it wasn't in the game. That's just my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Pretty much now, there's really no reason to use it unless you're in Search and Destroy. And, I guess that's really the only mode where it's going to be super, super useful. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments. Now, next up, we're going to be talking about Flinch. This is another huge, huge, huge thing that people were worried about. So, he says, we've talked a lot about the Flinch mechanics during the beta. That's when getting hit caused your weapon to move out of position. Our improved networking code would sometimes cause bullet flinch to stack, so we put a cap on how much you can flinch while aiming down sight. While you'll still flinch when you're shot, it will be within a tighter constraint, and it will keep you closer to your aim. So, basically, they improved their net code and like the, kind of like networking and stuff like that to the point that sometimes you would overly flinch and it would start stacking on top of each other, and that's when you'd like start looking at the sky and stuff. So, they're going to fix that. They're going to limit just how much you can flinch. It's going to be a little bit better now. There's still not going to be toughness or anything like that. It's going to be kind of like in between having toughness and not having toughness, but it will be in a better, kind of like position than it was during the beta, which is good news. Now, next up, they did change up the hit markers a little bit. He said, we improved the feedback that you have downed your target by including a red kill marker. This marker will subtly grow in size with each subsequent hit, turning red upon dealing lethal damage as added reinforcement to confirm the kill. So basically what he's saying is now instead of just the plus 100 points that pops up, you also get that red hit marker so you know for a fact that you took that guy out. So I definitely think that's a good thing. Next up, grenades. During the beta, any downward or backward player movement could make the grenade toss distances feel awkwardly short. This has been adjusted so that player velocity will never negatively impact your grenade trajectory. We also tweak grenade speed and distances. So they made grenade throwing a little bit better. Now you're not going to be able to negatively impact it, but you are going to be able to positively impact it. So if you're sprinting forward and jump and stuff like that, that's still going to allow you to throw the grenades farther, which I like. That's kind of like a skill you can develop. Now, next up, let's talk about the concussion and flashbang grenades. So he says players felt concussion and flashbang grenade types were very powerful. While both grenade types need to be powerful in order to stay viable as equipment choices, we reduced their concussion grenade stun time by 1 second and are now unlocking the tactical mass perk, the counter for him, earlier in the progression system at level 13. So they kind of nerfed the concussion a little bit, and they brought down the level for whatever it's called, tactical mass. Gosh, that was a brain fart there. All right, now next up, he says, by popular request, we've added a time and hill stat for the scoreboard and leaderboards in the hardpoint game mode. So now you're gonna be able to see who's actually playing the objective, which is pretty good. And then he said, players did not feel sufficiently rewarded for escorting the robot in Safeguard. Players now receive plus 25 score for every 3 seconds that they escort the robot towards the enemy base. So that's actually pretty good. I'm always looking out for the game mode that's going to give you the most XP to be able to rank up the quickest, and 25 score every 3 seconds is a pretty solid amount of score. So we'll have to wait and see. Safeguard might be a pretty good game type for ranking up quick. Now, next up he says, players wanted additional details about how they were eliminated. The kill cam and final kill cam now show what killed you, including weapons, score streaks, specialist weapons, equipment, etc., and what perks the player has equipped, so you're to be able to see their entire class, which is, I guess, a good thing. I don't know, I never really thought about that, but it's not a bad thing. And then finally, there was a bit of weapon balancing. He says, additionally, various weapon balancing changes were implemented, including to the Razorback and the M8A7. So obviously those bad boys were nerfed, but I'm going to venture out on a limb and say that they're probably still going to be some top tier weapons. So yeah, there you guys have it. Some changes they made to the multiplayer based off of feedback from the beta. Overall, I think all of these were good changes. Like I said, the one thing that I'm really not sure about still is the fact that the Black Hat can hack into enemy score streaks and take them as your own. Like, I'm really hoping that that was severely nerfed and it takes a super long time now, because I don't agree with that and I think it's unfair. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this list as a whole. Leave comments down below. I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys later. Check out these two videos if you've seen yet. And peace out, guys.